welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So we're going to see where your energy is today, what we've got for you, what's going on at this time. I'm going to pick your runes first of all. So just close your eyes for a moment, just put in the forefront of your mind whatever's going on in your life at this time, what you would like to know about more. Let's see what we have. Ooh, we have Perthrow. Now, this can be an energy that is kind of like taking a chance in an excitable way. It's like a gambler's rune, but it's almost like feeling like you're lucky right now. That you could put your attention to something and it would go well. You feel like you're in a bit of a lucky streak at this time. That's the energy I'm picking up from that today, which isn't a bad energy to have, really. And Athala, so this could actually be to do with your relationships, with things going on in your life right now, or surrounding family. For some of you, I feel like maybe there has been the birth of a new child in the family, or there's been some kind of developments in a family situation, maybe a marriage or a birth or something that's brought some excitement to the family, and it's kind of inspired you to take a chance on something. It's kind of helped you to feel like, oh, I want more of this in my life. That's what it feels like. The energy is brewing on this. So you've perhaps been spending a lot of time around family at the moment, maybe having some gatherings lately. Yeah, and it's brought you to kind of like at the end of a chapter, the end of something that perhaps a cycle, you've come to completion here and it's time for a new beginning. This has been a bit of an initiation process, but the end of it seems very positive, very exciting, rather than sorrowful or challenging in that sense. It feels more exciting, like you've come to the end of something and now realise, like, yes, I understand now why I had to go through that, and you've been rewarded with something at the end of it, is what I feel like. And you're feeling excited about this chance, you're feeling excited about this opportunity that has arisen for you. I like this energy. It already feels quite excitable, quite good, quite sort of like a brand new beginning that you're heading towards. So what are we actually talking about? Let's get these astral ones out. Let's see. Success. So you're feeling successful, especially, oh, and wealth. I didn't even notice that one had fallen out there. You know, these cards are so funny. They just kind of like sometimes fall out and I don't even realise. I watched a video back the other day and I'd literally got one lay on my lap for ages and didn't even notice it was there. And then mentioned it ages. You must have all been going like, it's there on your lap. You know, like the, what's it called? Punch and Judy. It's behind you. Kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. So, wealth and success. Now, wealth isn't always about money. And I feel like in this situation, it's more a wealth within you. Like you're feeling whole, you're feeling like things are coming to completion and you're understanding the next part of your journey, of where you're going. This feels very, very good to me. I'm not going to pick any dates or anything yet. We can do that after. So we're going to see, what are we talking about on here? What information do we have? I thought that was going to go rolling off down there. This is the trouble with round cards. They're not exactly very practical, to be fair. A period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Now, I feel like this is more a past energy. Like you feel like everything's been shoved in and had to go through a narrow space. And it's like become a bit of a bottleneck where you then got a bit overwhelmed. But in that overwhelm, that's where the initiation process happened. And you've actually come through it now. You've realised like, this is it now. I've come through that bottleneck. And you're feeling expansive at this time. Like you feel like you could go buy a lottery ticket or go and chat to that person that you've always fancied, that kind of thing. And everything would turn out in the way that it's meant to be, that in a good, positive way. That's what I'm feeling for you right now. But you had to go through that process, but you're coming out of that now. It nearly did it again. Oh, we have two. I'm going to read the first one. So we've got rat, someone working against you behind your back. Now, I am picking up this energy in the past couple of readings where there is somebody from your past, I feel, that doesn't really want you to move on, doesn't really want you to do well for some reason. And they feel like they have a hold over you. So just be aware, it may not affect you at all. It might not have any power over you and you are in control about how much power this has over you. So if you do feel like you know who this person is, then maybe see if you can block them, wipe their details from your phone, try and just cut ties as much as you possibly can. Because you've now got the rainbow. So it's like, actually, the difficult situation is now over. You've been through the hardest bit. Remember that funnel that we saw there? You've been through the bottleneck. You've come through the other end, that hardest bit. And what do we find at the end of a rainbow? Is a pot of gold. So I do feel like you are working towards that pot of gold. There is definitely an element of, even though wealth here I feel is about your inner wealth, it can also mean, because you're aligning yourself with that, that it's going to bring you a better outcome financially as well. We have fox as well. So I do feel this is connected with the rat. So this person that is working against you behind the scenes kind of thing, you need shrewdness and resourcefulness. And this is about, so I do feel like this is somebody that you maybe have been in business with, or that you share some kind of financial thing with, that you're trying to kind of separate yourself from. Now, this is saying to you, you need to be really sort of shrewd here. You need to be a little bit ruthless in order to get what you want from this. And that's not you undercutting anybody else or trying to do anybody else over. It's just about you taking what you need from it so that you can move on. Because it feels like this situation is more than just the financial aspect. This person feels like they have some kind of control over you, some kind of hold over you. And nobody wants that, do they? Ain't nobody got time for that. So, what do we have here? Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Now, this could have been you, I feel, in the past, but I also feel this is relating to that situation with this rat as well. So it's almost like you've tried to suggest things to this person, but they're not having any of it. They're not taking it. That's why you need that shrewdness. And cat, we have a two-faced friend. So something's screaming at you here that there is forces working against you, but you are still in this lucky energy. So make use of that. Align yourself with that. Don't let any of this try and hold you back. Now, you may find that there's a person around you that could be talking to you, but going back to this person and saying things. So just be careful who you're talking to and what you're saying. Don't sort of give too much away at this time. You know, you do have good friends around you, but I do feel you've also got somebody that is a bit of a go-between. That maybe is doing that innocently or just not really thinking about it, but, you know, it's not good. Wow, that's interesting. So you've got cat and mice. So there's been a little bit of chaser going on with this. A little bit of cat and mouse chaser energy, which is something you're doing. It's like I keep getting that somebody's put the cat amongst the pigeons. It's almost like there is somebody that's trying to perhaps get to your family or close friends that feel like family and are kind of trying to get them on their side to go against you. And you may find that people are asking you questions or wanting to know more, or feeling like, you know, are you doing something behind this person's back, or are you doing something to hurt this person? They've kind of manipulated the story a little bit to get their way out of it, which is very cheeky, really. It's not good. But with birds flying on here, there is news on the way. So just be true to yourself. Be shrewd with this situation. Don't be fooled by people being manipulated by this person against you, okay? They will see the truth and they will come round. They're with you, they're not with them, okay? This is about taking a higher perspective, and that news is coming in. Some good news here. You do have more backup than you realise. You've got more people on your side than you realise. There's just one or two that are kind of believing the lies of this person, which isn't good. Oh, happiness we have on there. I'm going to get that one out because that's kind of flew out. So I do feel there's something around flowers. Maybe you're growing flowers yourself or something, or you're seeing blooms and things, and it's kind of making you peaceful. It's making you feel like, you know, actually There's more to life than this. I don't need to focus on the negative aspects and people trying to get in the way of my life. Concentrate on you and that inner work, the work that you're doing for yourself. You may be looking at perhaps changing what you're doing for work at this time. There is achievement and success within that as well. So you are moving into this successful time in your life right now, which is good. And there will always be somebody, you know, in the background trying to put a spanner in the works or something. Like we say, don't allow that person to manipulate. I can see blonde hair around that. Oh, that's interesting. We've got man that's just come out on here. Dealings or relationship with a man. Now, I feel like this person could be the one that is like taking information from you and taking it back to this person. So just being aware of that. And this person may be coming out as a friend of yours, but it might be a bit of a mutual friend with this person as well. And I don't know if you realise that or not. I don't know if you know that. But this reading is for you. If that resonates with you, then you should know who this person is, who has popped in on there. I see a dark-haired man and a blonde-haired woman to do with this. Okay, and you're looking for peace right now. What you want is peace and harmony, and to just be able to continue with your life without the stress, without the drama, things like that. You may need to, or you have been journaling a few events recently, or putting things down, almost like so you can remember them, or so you can really think about them almost. Yeah, you'd rather do things in a traditional way rather than in, like, for instance, doing everything online, that kind of thing. That's not really you. You would rather do things manually by pen and paper, writing things down. A bit like somebody having a calendar on their phone. You'd rather have a calendar on your wall that you put events down and things like that. So stay true to what feels right for you. Stick with the basics. So that feels like the right thing for you at this time. So what other information do we have for you? Okay, we've had 3 cards kind of fly out on there. Fear, worries, and tense situations. We had this one before. Now this is about this rat and this two-faced person as well. There is a need for you to stand your ground, be defensive when you have to be, but find your peace within it. Don't let them trigger you into reaction. It's about kind of recognising where you need to pause and step back. I do feel and sense you're going to be quite annoyed with a friend of yours. You're going to be quite disappointed with how they are reacting and responding to something here. But you know, it tells you everything. It's telling you everything that you need to know. It's like you're going to have some clarity on this situation very, very soon. Hat, you will be playing a different role. So it's almost like things are changing for you, but it's like part of that initiation. You've completed a cycle and you've realised actually what it is that's important to you and what you want from your life. So it's time to change roles now. And that could be to do with your job, with the work that you're doing, but also maybe in a family dynamic as well. With the things that you're celebrating within that, it's kind of making you want to be more part of it. And Cain, pay attention to your health. So how are you feeling at the moment? Make sure that you're eating right, make sure that you aren't drinking too much, watching that like substance that's going on there, perhaps, if that sounds like you. But for some of you, I feel like this could be somebody around you that you're concerned about their drinking maybe, or any other substances that they may be, like some kind of addictions and things that's happening for somebody else around there. You're worrying about somebody's health, if that's not your own that you should be worrying about at this time. But if there is a concern over something, then maybe go and get that checked out. Things will not always be this way, and a change is coming. So like we say, you know, you're going through something right now that feels really off with a friend, or with something that's happened in a relationship maybe. Somebody, like we say, or it could be a business partner where you've had some financial issues with somebody, or financial ties with somebody, and this is just telling you that it's not going to be forever. You will move from this. You will transition here. It's coming. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Just keep moving in that direction. But we've got Lion on the bottom, which is time to act, and that Perthrow energy there as well. Is it is time for you to take a chance on something. If an opportunity arises, you need to take a chance on it. Don't let it pass you by, because I feel like you will regret it. And Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards as well. So that's again about reacting. Don't react, because that's what they want you to do, okay? So make sure you're keeping your vibrations high. Keep doing all the things that you're doing for yourself that are keeping your body healthy. If you're fasting, that kind of thing, drinking plenty of water, exercise, focusing mentally, so meditation, maybe that journaling as well of your thoughts, your feelings, observing yourself, that kind of thing. But this flag is almost like I surrender to, I'm no longer playing this game. I'm no longer playing this game. And this two-faced friend is probably realising that. So you may want to give them some information to take back to this other person. Sort of like, I ain't playing no more. I'm not doing that game anymore. So let's just see if there's anything else we can give you from here. Okay, so you're gonna find yourself within a new home environment. So that may be you selling up a moving house. And we have you're on the road to success and affairs with your family. So again, I do feel there's something within the family that needs repairing or discussing, because somebody seems confused in the family environment as to what you're doing right now and why you're doing what you're doing. It could be to do with this two-faced friend. It could be to do with this rat as well that's perhaps feeding information into the family, that's making you look bad, or just turning people against you in a certain way, or trying to at least, which I don't think that would work, because I feel like you're quite a solid unit with your family. And in spirit, the spirit world, this is with Athala coming through on here, and they both represent an army behind you from the spirit realm. So that's your loved ones in spirit, and also your ancestors in spirit as well are behind you on this, and really quite all for this direction that you're choosing, this change that you're going for. They're all for it. You're on the road to success. It's happening for you. So let's get a little bit more information then. What's that one? Bird perched. Waiting for news, a package or a letter. So that one was flipped over in the pack on there. So I've got it out for you, because I feel like this is where you've been that bird flying before. It's now sort of like you've taken that high perspective, you've taken that chance, and what it's led you to is now you're waiting for news, you're waiting for something to happen. And it is good news that's on its way to you. Definitely some good news on there. Let's see if there's any dates with this, any times with this, like when things are going to really change for you. June. Okay, so yeah, if you needed to know this now, just know that June is going to be a really positive month for you, full of success, full of that wealth that we've been talking about. So I feel like there's a real new opportunity that's filled with this wholeness, a real family orientated feeling from it. It's like a completed feeling, like you've got everything that you need. Yeah, I can see somebody sort of like sat with the family, and there's like, I don't know, a baby there and the dog there and that kind of thing, and everybody, you're just taking a moment of like, I've got everything that I want, I've got everything that I need right here in this room. And that's a lovely feeling to have. Oh wow. Okay, so we've got the King of Cups and the Magician that just fell out there when we were talking about that. Now, you have been honing in on your skills of emotional intelligence, and you are heading into a space of wanting love and support, and you're bringing people together, you're bringing things together by being more open emotionally. People are starting to see a difference in you, and this is what you've manifested for yourself. And you're really feeling quite calm and content within yourself because of this decision that you're making. That's really nice energy. Gosh, it feels really aligned and flowing and open. It's like a real breath of fresh air for you. So, okay, and so there's a lot of energy coming from the past. So I feel like something that's happened in the past has helped you to really recognise what needed to change for you here. There's something about loyalty on this, and you're recognising what loyalty actually means and what it is, and who is loyal to you and who isn't in your life. You're having this realisation of how people are acting around you, how people are responding around you, and the consistency of people around you as well. Like, you know, are they consistent with their behaviour or are they not? And you're starting to quite picky, I feel, about who you let in and who you don't. And at the moment, the people that you have been letting in have been helping you to open your heart space more, helping you to feel safe to be open. And that's putting you in this King of Wands energy. And you've kind of realised who you are and what it is that you are. And this is full of charisma, it's full of character, full of somebody that's really owns themselves and knows who they are and what they want. It's like you've got this confidence about you now. And mentally, you're very clear on what it is that you want and how you want to move forward. Like you've had this kind of awakening or epiphany of like, yeah, this is me. And I need to stand in my power on this. I need to really honour myself within that. If you're the male here, then yeah, I feel like this is you. If you're the female here, it still is you, but it's like you kind of, instead of allowing other people to tell you what you want or what you need or waiting for things to come to you, you're kind of saying like, no, I need to stand up and say what I want. I need to speak and say what I need and what I want. And I feel like whether you're male or female, this is relative, that relates to you, to what your needs are and what you're doing. Okay. So what else do we have for you within this successful time of your life? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. When you made a decision to walk away from something, it actually empowered you more than you realised, because that was where the initiation began, is when you were like, right, I'm done now. I've had enough. I need to walk away from this. And it's something that I feel like you've gone back and forth with. And then you decided, right, I'm taking some time away. And I feel like maybe the past 8 weeks, you've kind of been feeling like lots of changes have been happening internally for you that's opened you up to this emotional fulfillment. It's something about a handshake as well that I'm seeing. So it's like making an agreement with somebody. And in a way, it's part of this rat energy, I feel. It's like making an agreement with somebody. So you've walked away from something, but there's still this agreement that's kind of in the way there, or holding you back. Oh, that almost felt like somebody wants to be sick because of feeling trapped. So there does need to be some strong words kind of expressed on this. There needs to be somebody that needs to stand up to a person, stand in your power, communicate clearly what it is that you need. It's not bitterness, but it is being assertive. And that's what you need right now, is you need to be in this assertive power around this person. You know, it's almost like taking the emotion out of it. It's like you've opened up emotionally, but with this particular person, you need to kind of stand in that energy of assertiveness to allow yourself to move forward. And what do we have? Ace of Pentacles. So this is like a new start, a new beginning that's occurring for you. It's like you've taken a good look at your roots and the person that you are, all the versions of yourself you kind of made peace with. And now it's time to nurture something that means a heck of a lot to you, that feels like your wealth, that feels like it's bringing you home to yourself. And you've decided, like, I need to really nurture this now. I need to put my energy into it. And it is a new venture. It is something exciting. Yeah, it's very exciting. I do feel like this is a good time for you to sort of, you know, really express your needs and yourself. Yeah, and you've been dreaming about this, you've been having some realizations, some perhaps like psychic visions and things, or omens and stuff. Just things are showing you signs of what direction to go in, and you're starting, I feel like it's taken you a little while to get your head around what's going on here, but now you're starting to understand, and you're trusting in your intuition. You're allowing yourself to be guided by your intuition. So let's see, is there an outcome here? Yeah, so this is about you, again, realising what is stabbing you in the back, what is hurting you here. It's all becoming illuminated, it's all coming to light. The people that are around you that don't have your best interests at heart, you are about to get rid of the rat and the two-faced friend as well, okay? You are about to walk away from that because you started to realise, like, actually, I kind of saw you put that sword in my back there. I saw you stab me in the back. I felt it, and I know about it. And sometimes you can test who this is by giving them some false information to take back to the other person to see what happens, see how that information comes back. So, again, that intuition, it's spot on. You know what this is about, and you definitely need to act on this in order to take a chance on something that's aligned with your wealth and aligned with your success, and the ability to flow with that, not feel like somebody's trapping you with that and holding you back from it, okay? And that's kind of been since the latest full moon. You've had this like epiphany, you've had this realization of what you're heading towards. You know, you're no longer defensive, you're no longer kind of holding back. This is about you lunging forward almost into like, this is where I'm going, this is what I need to do for myself, this is my life, and I'm going to take control of it. I want to be successful. 10 of Pentacles, which I saw on there as well. So it's almost like, you know, these are your ancestors are kind of bringing to you all the gifts that you can inherit, like a warrior energy, an ability to stand your ground. And we now have the Queen of Wands. So we've actually got a pair there, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like you're stepping into an energy that's aligning with somebody else that kind of matches your energy. And there's a lot of charisma there, confidence, success, passion. There's a real kind of intense energy around this that you're taking a chance on, but feels like home. And it's all been part of this initiation process. You had to go through all of this, but it is illuminating for you what isn't right for you. And that's been illuminated, but you can also fall back on who is right for you and what energy is right for you, what supports you. You know, let's get one final card then for your final outcome on this. So what else do we have for you? Let me see. Ooh, and we have the Lovers there. Just put the pack to that. You've had to make a choice. You're definitely making the right choice for you. You're stepping away from drama, from things that are, you've seen it for what it is. Yeah, there's a rebirth here. There's definitely the end of an old chapter and the beginning of a new one. You are definitely transformed. You're definitely transformed. You have been through this situation so many times, but now you say, enough is enough. I'm done. I'm going to cut ties and I'm moving forward in a new positive light, in a new positive way. And that's brilliant. Just remember, be assertive, stand your ground, do what needs to be done in order for you to move forward in a positive way. So I'm going to leave this reading here for you. If that resonates with you and you want to look deeper into that and have more information, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading. Some readings I can do like 1 or 2 questions which you can get the answer to quite quickly. I can do those within a few hours. If you want a personalised reading, then we can schedule that either as a video call or I can send it to you as a video. So please do get in touch and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Blessed be.